Have you ever felt some people in your life are only using you and only in it for themselves? They selfishly ask favors and want you to bend over backwards. But when you need them, it's just crickets. They are unavailable for you, they have no time for you. And it makes you wonder, what have you done to deserve this? You have always been there for them. But why can't they be there for you? Fake relationships are hard to identify. This is why it's so important that you become aware of these behaviors so that you can protect yourself from these toxic energies. So in this video, we will go in depth about 7 critical attitudes that speaks this person is only using you and does not care about you. It is time to unmask these fake people in your life. They have ability to manipulate every conversation and make you look like it's your fault, make you feel like you are less than, and they never take accountability for their own behavior. You find yourself being in the space where you feel, what have I done to have this blame? It might be something very minor, but they make such a big deal about it. And they manipulate and make you feel that you are the reason for this drama. You are the reason for this issue or the problem. Even if you haven't done anything about it, you haven't done anything to create that, it would come from them. You find yourself explaining yourself. You know that feeling where you feel the need to explain that you are a good person, you haven't done anything bad, but the way they turn things around, it looks like that is your fault. They gang up with other people. They kind of create their own groups against you to make you feel that it's your fault. And sometimes, for peace and ease, you apologize. You, even though it's not your fault, but you feel like, let's just apologize and end this drama. But guess what? There's something else waiting for you in few days, in few months. Again, the same thing. And you have to keep compromising your self-respect because they are unwilling to see what they are doing. And it can be difficult to realize this reality of somebody you really like or love manipulating you, playing tactics, playing games. But it's best that you become aware so that you can realize and move in your life with dignity without feeling like you have to put yourself down to make them happy. The next one is they get angry and irritated when you bring something up. It is difficult to bring difficult conversation up. They do not want to have a difficult conversation. If they have done something to upset you, and if you want to bring that up and have a conversation about it, they will dismiss it, they will avoid it, they will reject it, they will get angry and irritated. And this is very toxic and manipulative behavior. And if you have been victim of that kind of behavior in your life, where you feel scared to bring something up because you know that they will get upset, and for peace of mind and for peace in your life, you try to not have that conversation because you know every time you do want to have a conversation, they get annoyed, they get upset. And that is a tactic used by narcissistic people consistently to avoid facing the truth, to avoid facing what they have done is wrong. And this dismissive behavior They're unwilling to accept that they have done something wrong. They're unwilling to acknowledge that it's their fault, that they maybe crossed the line. They may have said something which was hurtful. They will not acknowledge. They will dismiss, avoid, leave. It is extremely damaging for your well being to experience something like that. So the next one is they want everything their way. If you don't agree with their thoughts, they will punish you. They will give you silence treatment. They will be passive aggressive. They will ignore you. They will make you feel that you are non-existent. And if you care about that person, if you love that person, then you end up compromising and allowing that kind of behavior unknowingly. And that's called enabling a toxic behavior. Because then you get into this dilemma. I want to have this relationship in my life. I like this person. I want this person in my life. But if I ever say anything according to myself or what I want, then there's a drama. There's an issue. There's arguments. So what happens? You end up staying quiet. And then what happens? That person feels in power, in control. And then what happens? They keep doing the same thing over and over. And then you start feeling smaller and smaller. You start feeling less of yourself. You start feeling unhappy, drained, exhausted, because you are not in your element. You are not in your energy. You have to keep suppressing your emotions, your feelings, to allow this person to be in your life. And that is so painful to go through. But it's important to become aware of. Because if you do not acknowledge and address and realize, then all your life you will be unhappy. Whether it's your friend, whether it's your partner, whether it's your family member. It is painful. And ultimately, most of these kind of relationships, they have a breaking point. You will eventually realize whether it takes a year, 10 years, 20 years, or all your life, eventually you will be in a space where you will be like, I had enough of this, and I am no longer going to tolerate this. There will be a breaking point, and it's your responsibility and awareness when you take action, when you do something about it. The next one is interesting one. It is so poisonous and difficult and petty. It's a very strange one, because even talking about it sounds very petty. But it happens that you see this behavior where if they have something or they have some sort of a leverage and they have something which you want, or you ask that, can I have this? They will make such a big deal about it. They will create so much drama. They will make it like it is the most precious thing. They're doing you a massive favor because they have something and you are in need of that and you need it. And it could be anything. Maybe you are in a situation where you need financial help from this person and you really need that help and you've always been there for them. But now you are in this need where you need some help from them. And they will use that opportunity in all sorts of ways to make you feel rubbish about yourself, to make you beg them to have what they have. And that is so damaging for your own dignity, for your own self-respect, because you are in this position where they have the power, because you are in need, and they would make you feel worse about yourself. They may give you what you want, but after a lot of drama, a lot of begging, after making you feel really, really bad, that they will give you like they're doing a massive favor. Like, oh my God. Have you experienced that? Feels rubbish, feels terrible. Nobody should make you feel like that. And if people in your life make you feel like that, then it's a really bad place to be in. It's not a healthy relationship. You will always find yourself in a position of disadvantage, which you have to always try to figure yourself out on your own. Even having this person doesn't bring any joy. It's more of a liability than an asset. And you are stuck in this kind of dynamic. The next one is they are nice to you on your face, but behind your back, they gossip about you, they talk about you, they complain about you, they tell other people how they are the victim, how you are making their life difficult, how they are the one who everybody should feel sorry for them. They are very good at manipulating and being a victim, even though you have been the victim of their toxic behavior. But they, because you don't complain, you don't blame, you are come from a kind place, loving place, they don't value it. They make you feel like you are the problem of their pain or whatever the drama. And again, you are stuck in this dynamic. It's toxic dynamic, and you don't know what to do about it. You feel like it's your fault. And if you've been in that space for a number of years, you will actually start believing that it's your fault. You will actually start defending yourself. You become defensive that, oh no, I didn't mean this, or I didn't do this, or I didn't mean to say this, or I didn't mean to say it in this way. And you keep defending yourself, but you will never win, because they are not there for you to win. They are just making this drama to make them feel better about something, their own toxic, controlling power that they feed off, the energy they feed off. It's nothing to do with you. It is their own energy. They have to keep validating that energy. They feed off that feeling of control, power, and validation. It is painful to be in that space. You consistently keep doing things for them, to please them, to make them happy. But guess what? They will not be happy. They will not appreciate. It could be your boss at work. You keep doing the work for them, and you keep trying to be in their good books, but they will not appreciate it. They will make you do even more. They will still make you feel like it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And you are really filling this empty vessel that they have full of their ego. You keep filling it, it doesn't get filled. Because that's how they control you. They keep wanting you to keep doing more work that causes exhaustion, burnout, feeling drained, affects your mental health, affects your physical health, and it keeps happening. It's a toxic cycle, never ends. We have to be very aware of these traits, these very dangerous behaviors. It's manipulative, it's unhealthy, it's narcissistic, and no one should put up with these behaviors. And certain people do it unknowingly. They don't know that they're doing it. But because they've been in that kind of environment all their life, it becomes normal for them to do this. So be very careful who you are feeding and who is feeding off your energy. Really become aware of it. They never care about your vision, your goals, your success, your celebrations, your wins. They never care about it. They don't even ask. Every time you meet them, it's all about them. It's about their drama, their pain, their issues, their problems. Their problems are the biggest problem in the world. And it's always about them. You may be succeeding in certain things, they will not acknowledge, they will not celebrate you. It's always about them. They will not care how you are. Even if they do little thing for you, they make such a big deal about it. It's like they've given you so much and you are stuck in this pattern with these people that you even shy away from speaking about yourself. You don't speak about yourself. You stop speaking because you feel they are not interested in your life. So you feel like you have to be always present because you feel sorry for them. You feel like, oh, poor them, they're struggling in their life. I have to be there for them. And that pattern continues. And even when you have a good news, you feel uncomfortable sharing it because you know they're not gonna be happy for your success. Do you resonate with these things? Have these things happened to you? I would love to hear in the comments, and if you can let me know if you've experienced these behaviors, these attitudes in your life who have been very damaging to you. So I wanted to mention that few spots have been opened up to be coached by me. So if you are suffering with emotional pain, burnout, and exhaustion, then do complete a short application below to qualify for a complimentary call with me to see if we are right fit to work together. Like this video if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And this is the next video you should watch, which is about designing your life for 2024.